Okay, on this problem we want to estimate R4, L4, and M4 on the interval from 1 to 3. Okay, so we're only concerned with this interval from 1 to 3 right here. We want four sub-intervals or four rectangles. And so in order to get delta x, you do b minus a over n, where n is the number of rectangles, a is the starting point, and b is the ending point. So you're going to do 3 minus 1 over 4, which reduces to 2/4 or 1/2. Okay, and so then from there, you're going to want to find each of your different things. So R4 is going to be delta x, which is 1/2, times, let's see, here's a subinterval from 1 to 1.5. And then from 1.5 to 2 is a subinterval. And then from 2 to 2.5. And then from 2.5 to 3. So those are each of your subintervals. And if we're going to use the right-hand endpoint, that means for this first endpoint, we're going to use this as the height of our rectangle. And then this one. And then this one. And then finally at 3. So we'll have a function value. So see how you'll be drawing in rectangles. It's a little bit of an overestimate, and then it's going to be a little bit of an underestimate here. Always using the right hand as the height of the rectangle. So if you calculate that, at 1.5 it looks like we have a height of 2. At 2 it looks like we have a height of 2.5. At 3 it looks like we have a height of 2.25. And then at 3 it looks like we have a height of 2 again. So we will say, we can just add these up, and we have to multiply by delta x. Remember, delta x is 1/2. So add these up and multiply by 1/2. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8.75, and then you're going to take half of that. So, let's see, 8 3/4. Let's see, 8 3/4 is 35. It's 35/4. So half of 35/4 is 35/8. Or you can find the decimal, it's fine. Okay, now L4 is going to be that same width, which is 1/2, but now you're going to use the left-hand endpoints of the subintervals. So for the first subinterval, you're going to use the left-hand height, which is 1. And then for the second subinterval, you'll use the left-hand height, which is 2. And then for the third subinterval, you'll get it at 2.5. And then for the fourth subinterval, your height is, maybe about, let's see, I don't know, probably 2.25 again, you could say. Just kind of estimating here. All right, so now we have 2, 4, 6 3/4, and there's 7 3/4. So let's see, 7 3/4 is 28, 29, 30, 31/4, but you're going to take half of that. So that's 31/8, or whatever you get with the decimal. And then finally, to find M4, the length of the interval is still 1/2, but you're going to be using the midpoints to get the heights here on each of the subintervals. So like on this subinterval, you're going to look at the midpoint to get the height, which is 1.5. And then on this one, it looks like it's probably about 2.25. And on this one, maybe just a little bit more, maybe 2.4. Let me write some of those down. So we've got 1.5, and then it looked like 2.25, and then 2.4, and then maybe this next one was a little bit, maybe 2.2. Oh. And you're going to add those all up. And so you can just do that with your calculator to get the answer there, and I'll let you do that on your own. But just go ahead and sum those up, then take half of it, and that'll be your answer.